Welcome to the first day of our Vacation Bible School Home Edition. This time is when I get to spend time with you and share Bible stories. And we're going to be going through 4 stories this week. And the very first one is on the first page of the Bible, as Sarah and Josh have already told you, talking about the creation, where God made everything. Now, if you have been at any Vacation Bible School, Kings Creek, before, you've seen me come into classrooms, and I have been made famous by my stick figures. And so I'm not saying everything's going to be a stick figure, but I'm going to be drawing as we're talking so we can visually see this as well. And so on the first day of creation, in fact, the Bible starts with these words. In the beginning, God. And that's it, right there. In the beginning, God. Nothing else but God himself. And in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. See, I have a little whiteboard here, and I'm going to be drawing on it. It wouldn't even be that. You'd have to make the whiteboard. And he made this canvas, the heavens and the earth. And so the Bible goes on and talks about how every day God added to his creation. And so the first day, again, God created the heavens and the earth. And so that's the earth. And he said on that first day, on this canvas of the heavens and the earth, he said, let there be light. And there was light. And God saw that the light was good. And then he said, there will be also light, and then there'll be, when it's not light, darkness. And so on the first day of creation, God made the light and the darkness. And he called the light day, and the darkness he called night. The first day. The second day of creation, God said, let's make some water. And he made water on his earth. And he said, not just the water on the earth, but even let's separate the waters on the earth and the waters in the sky. We kind of know them as, what am I drawing here? Clouds. And so on the second day, God separated the waters on the earth from the waters from the sky. And he said, it's good. The second day. On the third day, God said, let's gather up the waters and let's make a separation between the waters and the land. That's brown. And so you have the water, we call the seas, the ocean, and the dry land, the earth, the ground. And God also said, let me start filling in a little bit here. Let me create things. So think about what I'm making right now. A tree. In fact, let's make it something. Let's make it a apple tree. Sure. And God created all these different things, or like pine trees and grass and all the flowers and all the things that are coming from the ground. And God looked what he did on the third day and said, it's good. It's good. the end of the third day. On the fourth day, God said, let me take care of what I've already made. Let me fill it up. What did he make that first day? He made the day and the night. And so he said, let me fill in these sky the things that would make the day and the night. And so during the day, he said, I'm going to make a sun that will rule over the day. And during the night, I'll have a moon. And I'll have stars. And he filled the heavens that he had made. The moon and the stars for the night, and the sun for the day. That was the end of the fourth day. On the fifth day, very similarly, the second day he made the seas and the skies. And so he said, let me fill in those too. And so he made that which would fly. It's like a bird, a couple birds far away flying on the sea. It's there. Those are stick birds. And so he made the birds that would fly in the sky. And then he also, can't do it with black, got to do it with green. What did he make in the waters? He made fish. It looks more like a goldfish. But he made fish and all over to be in the seas. Let me make one. Let's see if you can guess what this fish is. You got it. It is a shark. And so he made all the different creatures that would be both in the sky and that which was in the sea. And that was the fifth day. And he said, it's good. And then on the sixth day, he looked at what he had made that third day, and he says, let me fill that. I've already put trees and grass and flowers and all these different things in it. Now let me make different creatures to come up. And so I'm going to draw some creatures. You try to guess what I'm drawing as I'm drawing it. And let's see here. That's the only stick part I'm making right there. What you got there? Yeah, an elephant. And so he made things like elephants and he made all these little, this is close up, okay? Or else you'd get scared if it's as big as an elephant. Do you know what that is? It's an ant. Sure. And so he made all these different creatures, from the little tiny ones and the huge ones, the giraffes, the tigers, the lions, all these different things that he made. Let me just do one more. See how well you can guess, because I just like to draw. It's supposed to be a frog. All righty. But he wasn't done yet. He made all these creatures, and at the very end, he made what he had in mind from the very beginning, before day one. He had in mind to make man. And when I say man, I mean humankind. Male and female. Now, At first, they didn't have any clothes, so all I can draw is hair right now. And he made them. In fact, he even made a special garden for them to be in there. And he says, eat from any of the trees except for one, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. And he made everything. And God stepped back and he looked at what he made from day 1 to day 6, and he said, it is very good. And he made all of this wonderful creation. You can go outside. In fact, one of the activities today is going outside and just seeing all the different things God made during the days of creation. And he saw and he says, it's very, very good. And then he said on the 7th day, I'm just going to come back and rest. Not that God ever gets tired, but he just sat back and enjoyed all that he made for us. This is the story. We have a loving God who had it in his heart to make us. And before he made us, he said, I've got to make a place for them to stay. And he made it. And every day and every time he made something, he said, it was good. He could not wait to say, here, the first man, Adam, and the first woman, Eve. Here, Adam and Eve, this is for you. And you can go out on a nice day and say, God made this for me. Why? Because he loves you so much. The God who made everything for you and me. Let me pray, and then we'll end. Jesus, thank you. Thank you for creating everything and making it good. Thank you that you had us in mind for our enjoyment. And God, I thank you that even though things didn't keep going good, as we'll see tomorrow, you already had a plan to fix it back. I pray in your name, Jesus. Amen. Amen. We'll see you tomorrow.